tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards.
Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Third down.
On third down, Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Check, 47. I got you. What's twist? What's
On first and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
On the play. Brings up second down.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be out right at the 35.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
On first down, it's Rosen. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete to DB.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
3 yards the gain there, second down. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Rosen. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
A gain of a yard.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's again to Anderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
They'll give to Anderson here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
On the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 77 yards. And the Ravens Ravens have retaken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Number 12,
D.D. Westbrook, 87 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
The kick is
And he's
good.
got it up and through.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Ravens 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it.
It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
To Nick Boyle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Jaguars 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Rodney Anderson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lampo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
47, Mike, 47. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the gun, it's Jackson on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Forced out of bounds.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's free going down the left
If you were
side.
me,
It's a
you
foot
do this.
race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
20-yard line.
And we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Another 3 and out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Open man is Westbrook, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to
D.D. Westbrook,
Touchdown.
89 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
23.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Another Baltimore 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Justin
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Jaguars 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Rosen on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll set him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 42. Jaguars 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Connection made with Shenault. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Conley's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Looking left sideline, incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Jaguars 23.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 75 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
No. Kill. 13.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Ravens 56, Jaguars.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Rip left. Mike 12.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
extends it.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Jaguars 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Today's final score, Ravens 63, Jaguars 30.